All right, 9 mil, 124 grain, PMM comp. Shield Arms 15 round magazines with the new PMM comp. Let's see if it makes a difference. We'll go from concealment. Oh, that was a bad draw. All right. That's pretty good. Okay, doesn't move. Really try to get into the gun. Didn't lock back. No lock back though. But hey, initial impressions. That comp's good. Yeah, that's really good. Does the follower work? Follower works. Huh, okay. All right, second mag with new PMM comp. PSA mags. Let's see if that follower works. Okay, let's try to lean into the gun here. Back again. But you know what? I'll take it. All right. Mag 2, Federal HST 124 grains, PSA mag, and comp, PMM comp. Let's see if this locks back. Let's see if the comp makes a difference with hot ammo, as it should. That's how comps work. But let's see. Terrible drop. All right. Lean into it. See what we can get our recoil to look like. Let's load this up with 124 grain normal brass range ammo. See what happens. Mag 2, 124 grain range ammo. Not Fiocchi, Norma, the shit that explodes. See what happens. Okay, fully in battery, no issue racking the slide. Just making sure these mags aren't doing anything weird, guys. All right, let's go for a draw. Now, if I pull the slide completely to the rear, like, you don't do this with, I mean, obviously with firearms, you pull the slide to the rear. But with this one, I need to really yank it all the way. Oh, it didn't do it that time. But if I yank it, there you go. Now the follower stopped it. And then I depressed the mag and it went forward. Huh. Okay, PSA. It's dead nuts reliable with cycling and getting through the ammo in the mag, right? So the issue now is to figure out what's going on. Let's try mag 3. I've been holding off on that one. I wanted to document something else. This was the mag that didn't lock back, right? Check this out. It's empty. Lock back. Okay. This was the mag that was loaded with 124 grain HST plus Ps. Check this. And this did lock back. Can't even depress that. Now it locked back. That's weird. I'll contact PSA on this. All right, guys. Mag 3, PSA 15 round, 43X mag. Gun's pretty toasty right now, definitely warmed up. So that won't be an issue. Comp's working great, right? Here's an update. Comp, fucking love it. Let's see if those PSA mag issues persist. Cycled the first round. Whew, that's hot. All right, center mass. Okay. That second mag was the last mag I got. I don't think I tested that one in my initial video. So there's my status update. Test your mags. PSA seems good to go, right? Even if you're having lockback issues, I still consider it a fantastic accessory upgrade for your 43X. All right. Also, buy the PMM comp. Holy shit, this thing rocks.
Hey guys, I wanted to give a quick overview at the end of this video with my thoughts on the Palmetto State Armory Micro Dagger 15 round mags. So, the original Micro Dagger video that I made, these PSA mags, is actually my most popular video. So I wanted to go back out to the range and put more rounds downrange. When I did my testing previously, it was only with 2 of the mags. I think I forgot one of them when I went there, which obviously you saw in the clips before. That mag had a couple of very small issues, but it had issues regardless. Since that video, I also put the Parker Mountain Machine Micro Comp on my 43X, which, like you just saw in those prior clips, I absolutely love. But onto the PSA mags. I wanted to give you guys an update, and I'm going to continue and give you guys updates whenever I go to the range on them, because I think the 43X is definitely a focus of my channel in a lot of ways, or at least it's going to be a lot of my videos, and I want to create the best EDC firearm possible. And to do that, it's going to require either these 15 round mags or something like Shield Arms mags. And I want to make sure these are completely reliable for any of you that want to trust your lives to that firearm or those mags. So that second mag had failure to lock back, as well as it had one failure to feed. Okay. Failure to lock back. Let's talk about that. A weapon's ability to lock back is great. It indicates when the weapon is completely dry. We don't need to pull the trigger like an AK and realize that it didn't make a bang, which means we need to do a quick reload. Locking back enables us to do a very quick reload. We should be knowing the round count in our firearm anyway, but regardless, lockback is a good feature. Now, how many of you carry a spare mag with you when you are going out and about? I do. I'd say most of the time, but I would bet that a majority of us do not. So how big of a deal is it that sometimes that second mag didn't lock back? Well, I'd say it's still a decent deal, but with the exclusion of that one failure to feed, it ran flawless. Okay. So for me, the ability to not lock back can be a small issue. Now, the other larger, or the much larger issue, in my opinion, is going to be that failure to feed. I'm at about, I would wager about 800 rounds through this 43X with those mags, and maybe about 200 with that comp, and that's my first failure to feed I've seen. So I am going to continue and shoot this, but once again, it just goes to show that everyone should be testing their firearm, testing their magazines, making sure they are dead nuts reliable. Okay, this is not something you want to trust your life to unless it can get through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of rounds without any issues. At this point, I'm going to trust it because I'm at nearly that 1,000 round mark without any issues. And honestly, that PMM comp, I put in a new barrel and new comp the other day. I don't think it needs to be broken in, but maybe it did just need a couple rounds to break in. This was a very low round count on this comp, as well as comps really like hot ammo, right? The way comps work is the more pressure in the system, the more recoil mitigation you're going to get. That's why comping something like a low pressure 45 ACP isn't very necessary. It doesn't do that much, right? Because there's very little pressure. So I was using Norma 124 grain, which is known for having issues anyway. As many of you guys know, they used to be the best. I loved Norma. Then they started blowing up people's receivers and having awful customer service, so hopefully you guys get it back on track. But anyway, one failure to feed, I'm not going to consider that the end of the world. So to summarize my thoughts, the PSA mags, they're pretty good. They're almost exceptional. They're almost perfect. They're not quite perfect. I may contact PSA on that second mag and tell them that I'm having some lockback issues. But then again, if you guys watch that video or the prior clips, you'll see that it locked back on the hot ammo. So maybe I just need to put some more time on it. Anyway, the mags definitely do still get my recommendation, okay? I do still think it is a revolutionary product that really enhances the 43X. To be greater than the sum of its parts, right? I still consider it a worthy object to buy. That being said, if you do buy these mags, you have to go to the range and, first of all, train, because my shooting wasn't the best there. I haven't been to the range very often. I was flinching on a lot of my shots. I don't know if you guys noticed that. I was blinking my eyes. Yeah, that's awful. That means you don't go to the range as much. But anyway, you got to test out your mags, guys, and you got to make sure they're reliable, because PSA, they may have had a QC issue with a mag they send out to you. The mags I've seen, the mag reviews I've seen on YouTube and Facebook and Reddit and everything, people say they're having 0 issues. So honestly, guys, I think I just had a very small issue on mine, and I give it my full product recommendation. Okay, so PSA mags, what do you guys think? If you have any experience with them, please tell me. I love them. I love that PMM comp. I'm going to make a separate video on them at some point in the very near future on that PMM comp. Great design, great firearm, and thank you very much for tuning into the channel. Please like and comment down below. If you do have anything interesting to say regarding your PSA mags, I'd love to hear it. If you absolutely hated my video, I'd love to hear it. I love getting into those discussions. Thank you for all your support, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.